the book, which at that point I was quite far removed from that point in my life, and I had already made the decision to move on. I had done a lot of personal work, but reading the book was like this key. Like, oh my gosh, this is it. This is like what has been holding me back in so many areas. I mean, it was really life-changing. And just the fact that I'd seen you kind of go on this journey to get to where you were with the book, and to learn about it throughout that journey, and then to read this final product, and to finally at that point, and I got it before then, but to like read the book, there was just something about it that just spoke to me in such a vivid way. And I don't know that there's been anything in the work that I've done, the work with women, as a woman who is a high achiever and went to lots of women's stuff and conferences, etc., for my firm when I was still in the big consulting world. Anything that is impactful and important for women is what you're doing right now. It's just amazing.
But there was something missing. There was something, I just knew that I wasn't entering all that I could. And I didn't realize that it wasn't my fault. And it wasn't that, because the messages I was getting that, well, that's just not you, but there was something inside me. And, that phrase, you're never the bride, you're always the bridesmaid. I felt like that all my life. And I was really good at helping others, but you saw something in me that I hung on to, and you wouldn't let me go. And I was in a place where I was, I'd been really successful in corporate, even though I was always the bridesmaid, but starting my own brand, it was just a whole new thing. And I was just beaten up, and and the money wasn't coming through, but I had the vision, and it was that awful, frustrating place. And you're reaching out to me and I'm wanting to work with you, and I'm looking like, how on earth could I do this? And the only thing that got me through seriously was that belief that you had in me, and also that phrase, it's not your fault, it's not your fault. And my whole soul I was like a sponge. I just took that in. And so we took the leap, and we started working together, and wow.
When I stepped in and started doing this work, I would say, I think it happened within the first week. Like, it was like all the tension in my relationship with him just like diffused. Like, it was just like, we had just been like this to each other. Like, he would do something, he would like bite me, and I would like start screaming, or he would like kick his sister, and I would just like lose my mind. Like, and I just, no matter what I did, I could not like get out of this cycle. Like, my husband was like, you guys are in this negative cycle where like he ramps up and then you ramp up, and then we just kept like ramping each other up. And like, literally, like, I started doing some of the practices, like, and in the first week, it was like all of a sudden, both of us were just like this, like so much calmer. Like, and I'm not saying that he never acts out anymore, because he totally does. But it was sort of like, all of a sudden he accepted our new schedule. Like, we found ways to like engage him in different activities. Like, we just like, it stopped being like, before it had been like every single thing was like a fight. It was like, let's eat chocolate. He would like freak out. Like, it was just like, there was like nothing that I could do. And so all of a sudden it was just like, everything just became so much easier. And like, our whole family life has just been so much more peaceful. Just because I did what I wanted, which was to like do this program, and then like take some time, like a little bit of time each day to like do the work.
Since I have started unpacking it, reading your book, talking with you, talking with other women, looking, really taking a look at what's driving me. This past month, I have had the most lucrative personal month with money coming into my bank account that I've had in probably 5 or 6 years. And even before, if I did have a good month like this, I didn't control the money. But this now, I've had a lucrative month. It's come in and I get to allocate where it goes. So anyway, I definitely want to give you props for that. Again, because I am an intelligent woman, so it can happen to the best of us. So if there's women out there thinking that there's shame or like, oh, I'm so stupid, I can't believe I did. It happens to the best of us. Yes. And you can shift it. And so I feel like this is the phase I'm in right now, is this idea of having my prison guards now start to act as bodyguards.
Exactly.
That's a huge question. I can just feel that all. It's like there's so much. I feel like I'm going to be showing up in a rebirth type of way. I feel like, first of all, one of my soul missions is to help bring healing to the generations past and my descendants and the 7 generations to come. So I feel that I'm doing this work in a very powerful way, and I can see the ripples happening. I can actually feel that in my whole soul. So that feels so powerful to me. And I know now that I'm showing up in this way, that the ripples energetically, because I work in an energy field, that the ripples are starting to be felt by those that I serve. And I think that modeling that just helps everyone to be able to rise into their greatness and their mission and all of those things. So it's almost just amplifying what I know my soul was here to do. It's just now the ripples are just getting greater. Mm-hmm. So I trust that.
Maybe someone watching is in that space of like, I want to do it, I can't do it. And it's like, that's a normal part of the process, and you can just like take the next tiny step forward. And it's safe to do that.
Waking up and saying, how good can it get? And what do I really desire? Do I desire? That is just awesome.
Like, doing this work opens up more possibilities. So even if you're feeling kind of scared or fearful, more love comes in doing this work. So just to trust that love's going to meet you.
Thank you, Valerie, for what you're doing and for your life, and for pouring generously so much time and so much energy into us. And I can hand on heart say you're a huge part of where I am today.